Well, speaking of your responsibilities, talk on the Spider-Man topic since you guys are so eager to talk
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Uh, for one, what do you guys think about the potential Spider-Man? Well, the potential, the actual Spider-Man 3 that's coming in, the No Way Home,
Oh
that's
dear.
coming soon. What are your expectations? Are you guys nervous?
Expectations.
Supposedly, Maguire is coming back along with Garfield and all,
Supposedly.
and
I
Molina
don't
being
wanna.
de-aged.
Ooh, I hope they don't get de-aged. I want if they do bring them back, which is already like they really have to do them justice is the thing. Um, it's gonna be hard to recapture what those characters were like in those movies without having the input of the directors or writers of those movies.
It's gonna feel weird.
I, th- I,
It's
th-
gonna
I
be
think
very strange.
I think Raimi is also attached to it. No,
Is he?
I
I
think
have no
so.
idea. I have
I
no
hope
idea.
so. I really, really hope
I
so.
don't know.
I
Maybe as
don't
a
think he
producer,
will.
but I
I
mean,
don't
like as a
think
producer, I think I don't know.
Right, right, right.
Not
there are
Or
chances.
consultant, maybe. Um, but it could be interesting for the interactions and maybe actually giving Andrew Garfield's character a good send off.
a
You know,
conclusion.
maybe
Yeah.
actually giving him some love because he's underappreciated.
No,
Poor him.
he's the he's the least bad part. He's
He's
far
the
from
lead.
he's not
Yeah.
the problem of his two
He's
films.
not the
Like he's
problem.
not the reason why they're bad. Like
He's
he
a
gave it
good.
his all.
He's well cast. I think.
I think he's
I
a
Like
good. I think he's a good Spider-Man, but as a Peter Parker, it's kind of off.
because
I
the thing
think
is
he's
he's
directed badly as Peter Parker. I think with a good director, he could be one of the best ones. The actor I'm talking about.
yeah,
But
Andrew Garfield. He was fine. It's just that I mean, as Spider-Man, he was great. He had the character.
yeah, the
Like
quick.
he really had the quips. I mean, honestly, it was kind of a response to the Raimi ones where he had less of that.
Mm.
But my only problem with him is that as Peter Parker,
Yeah,
he
Too
looked
cool.
he way too good looking. Like he
Yeah.
did not look like a guy who's having a bad life. Like things are fine. He's got like that hairdo. I mean, honestly, people
you get the
compare him to
skateboard. You get the
and
skateboard.
everything. Like he's fine. This guy does not get bullied. You will not make me believe it.
Kicks the bully's
Yeah, he
ass.
bullies the bully on the story.
Right? He does well. Like arguably, like after he gets his powers, so
Right,
that's the thing. But before that, it's like it's hard to believe. Like
Yeah.
don't. You're gonna have to do more than just give him the glasses to make us think that he's a nerd and all that stuff. No.
Right.
But the thing about the third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, I have no idea what to expect with that one. It's just I really have no idea what they're gonna do with this. My biggest worry is that it's gonna be a 2 hour long meme because oh it would be so funny if this Spider-Man met this Spider-Man and they did the pointy thing
Yeah.
but like for 2 hours and
Yeah.
they sort of like put in a narrative in it. But my real genuine problem is that Toby, especially Toby Maguire's Spider-Man. He's my favorite version of Spider-Man, and while it's not super comic accurate, his Spider-Man is not. It's not just a Spider-Man story. It's a story about like superheroes in general, like the whole thing of like secret identity and why they do it. It really established like the conventions of like early 2000s superheroes and why does he do this and protecting the people that I love, and it's really general but also super lofty, and it does things in a way where it only works in the Raimi world.
Yeah.
So it's like even Mary Jane, like people say Mary Jane, she's like a damsel in distress. All she does is scream and get saved and whatever. It's it's true, but story wise, it like if you rewatch those movies, she really has like she doesn't really have a lot of she doesn't have a lot of agency. She's not the feisty girl that kind of fights back and helps the hero fight the villain somehow behind the action.
Yeah, the
But
sidekick.
she's like she really drives the plot in terms of like I don't want to make it sound as if like she's Peter Parker's like trophy girl like as a goal. No, he's like a big part of Peter Parker's struggle. She
Yeah.
represents the things that he wants in life, a normal life. I want to be able to, the whole thing of I just want a relationship. And I love the fact that she actually confesses her love for him.
Mm.
Like for the nerd, she genuinely loves him. And he literally says, no, I can't
Right.
because
I
Yeah.
love that
it's
that movie, the first
the
one,
first
ends
one.
on a sour note.
I rewatched it like a few months ago, well, a month ago, and I never actually realized that because obviously back then when
Yeah.
I really watched it, I was like I just wanted Spider-Man, I just wanted the the action scenes and whatever. I didn't I didn't care about the whole melodrama part, which
Mm.
actually made these movies good. Like, and even especially
Yeah.
the second one, you gotta realize how there's like a big portion of the movie where there's like no action, like
Yeah.
none.
Yep.
Like
And
But it's more
it's
character
amazing.
development. It's more
It,
character development.
right. It's
it's so
important. And it's
character
like
focused. Yeah.
it's like it's the thing that makes you care. Like if you care about the characters, if it's well written. The thing I love about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, it's like his life is so shitty. Everything goes wrong. It's like it's
Yeah,
almost comical how everything goes wrong. And
Makes so
there's
many mistakes too. And I really like that. I
right.
like him messing up and being like, oh man,
Well,
everything's bad.
sometimes it's not even his fault. Like like at some like it's in the beginning of the film, it's his birthday, and he gets like a $20 bill from his aunt,
yeah.
and he's feeling reluctant because she already has like
Yes.
money problems.
For
Literally, the next minute he goes to his apartment and there's like the apartment owner is like, oh, what's that, a $20 bill? Let me snatch it.
yeah, it's rant.
It's like and 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 then and then it cuts to like him going to just sitting on his bed looking mega depressed, and it's like, wow. Life sucks. Like being
Yeah.
Spider-Man is not, it's not fun.
Yeah.
So basically I remember like for the second The Amazing Spider-Man, the second Andrew Garfield one,
Yeah.
where in the beginning of the trailer there's a line that goes like I forgot how it goes exactly, but it's something like being Spider-Man is like everything. It's so fun. No, buddy, it's not. You're not having you're straight up not having a good time. So, but and the Raimi trilogy really nailed that. And like another issue that's often brought up is the fact that he has like his weird organic web slingers where he didn't build them.
Yeah.
Like I thought
understand
that was like
that decision. I actually like that decision because it streamlines his origins.
right.
We don't have to get to how did he make that, you know? We don't have
But-
to explain where did he get those things, you know, because in a movie, you're gonna have to explain that. You can't just skip over it in one comic panel.
Well, you can do montage. You can do like be visual, like sit in the like see make links to Oscorp and all the writing, the pacing, all that stuff. But for me, the thing that really makes me go, oh, I maybe that was genius is that in the second one, the organic web sling is like a metaphor for his motivation to do what he wants. Like when he starts losing his powers, it's perfectly mirrored with him not wanting to do this anymore. Like the shittier his life gets,
Right.
the more
Not wanting to be
the more
Spider-Man
issues he's having with his powers.
Yeah.
Like after after he hears that Mary Jane
After he jumps off the roof and he says, he yells, "I'm back! I'm back!" Probably one of the best scenes. Oh, Mike froze. Damn.